Hey everyone, it's Kathleen. In today's video, I will share with you how I decorated the front of my house, created a beautiful wreath made with natural elements and some of the dried citrus that I recently did. I will share with you a recent thrift haul, and finally, a quick and easy gift idea. So if all this sounds good to you, stay tuned. Today's video is a lot about inspiration. I took a recent trip out to the nursery to get some inspiration for my outside decorations. They always have beautiful displays of greenery used in very different and unique ways. And I just like to get some fresh ideas. I don't buy the greens at the nursery. I just go around and find them throughout the woods and on the sides of the road. But I do like to go there for the inspiration. And I did find some, which I'll show you when I do my outside urns. These trees were beautiful. All kinds of natural elements in there. The reds and the greens, and even the browns with different dried things. They all look so good. And of course, if you add lights, it looks even better. And I definitely like a mix of different kinds of greens, pine and spruce, whatever I can find. And although I didn't get anything in here, I just wanted to go into the greenhouse just for the absolute beauty of the poinsettias that were just bright, cheery reds and whites and pinks, and the orchids. And it was just so nice to spend some time in that nursery, in the greenhouse part of the nursery. Here's another look at how gorgeous are these poinsettias. The next place I found some inspiration was we went to an opening of an exhibit on vintage Christmas at a local community center. And so they had various old sleds and pictures. This is an old toboggan. And it happens to be in the town where Norman Rockwell did a lot of his paintings. So there were a lot of Norman Rockwell pictures and prints. And there's one here flanking above the fireplace. And it was really beautiful and cozy how they just had it all decorated in a very old-fashioned feel to it. These were all vintage pictures. You can see the vintage skier. It's just neat how they had it kind of displayed in the shape of a Christmas tree and then lit up. I thought that was a really neat idea. Another old sled. And oftentimes the people who use these donate them along with pictures of them in them. You can see on the side there's a picture. And the person running this was her vintage 1978 dollhouse that was made at the Enchanted Dollhouse, which is a local store that our grandmother actually sewed for that store for some of the doll clothes. And this is her adorable little dollhouse. You can see, look at the detail in there, and the kitchen and the food and little table and chairs. And it was just so cool to look in this room. And she said that every year for birthday, for Christmas, she would get a room, like all of the pieces for that room. There's the Christmas tree, and just set it up. And now she still has it. She had to dig it out of her attic, she said, but really fun to see the different rooms, and she said all the different things that people had given her over the years. Here's another Rockwell picture. And set a little bit further back so you can see the fireplace. The building is an old church rectory that was sold, and it's a really beautiful building, and they've done a lot to it. So one of the things I wanted to try this year was to do something different with my wreath. And you can see here, that's what it ended up looking like. I bought a Costco wreath and adorned it with some of the dried citrus and other faux fruits in there, and wrapped it with that blue ribbon, which is unusual for me, but I thought I wanted to try it. And I think it looks good on the door. You can see I stuffed my front urns with all kinds of things that I found out in nature. Pine cones and various greens and sumac, whatever I could find. It's a close-up of the wreath. I think it came out okay. I'm still not sure that I'm going to keep the blue ribbon, but for now it's on there and it looks quite nice. And once you add the lights, here's the piece of garland that we picked up at the nursery that has a little white twinkle lights in it. It really does look quite festive and lovely. Okay, I'm excited to share with you a small thrift haul that I picked up over the last couple of weeks, sort of with the eye toward the holidays. The first thing that I got, really, I've been sort of on the lookout for one of these. It's just an Old Navy jean jacket, and I had one that was kind of cropped, and I could wear it, but I wanted like a regular sized jean jacket to wear. So I did pick this up at the Goodwill. So that was a good find for me, just to add to my wardrobe, because you can add a scarf to the jean jacket, wear it as just the jacket like in the fall. But sometimes in school, my room can get a little chilly, so it's nice to have a layer. At that same Goodwill, I picked up this game, The Office, and it was unused, and I thought it would make a fun stocking stuffer, because everybody in my family, my son most especially, I think, has watched every single episode of The Office. So I'm assuming it's some sort of trivia. I don't know. I haven't really ever played it. I didn't. I just got it because it was The Office and thought it would be a fun stocking stuffer. So I got those two things at the Goodwill. I also got these at the Goodwill, which I absolutely think are just beautiful. These are old. These are vintage. That pink glass. I'm not sure I don't know. It's a coupe. It would look beautiful with sherbet or ice cream in it, but also with a cocktail in it. And there were 6 of them, so I grabbed all 6 of them, and I think they were 99 cents each. And they're just so delicate. The glass is a very thin, delicate glass, and they're just so pretty. And I didn't have any stemware that was pink, in this sort of depression glass pink color. So, I couldn't resist. I guess there were 6 of them, so just under $6. And I absolutely love them. And they look really pretty in my cupboard. I have a white cupboard that I keep a lot of the glassware in. There's some greens, and then the pink really looks pretty in there. So I'm looking forward to using those. I have not used them. I brought them home and washed them up, and they're sparkly and beautiful, but I have not used them yet. So maybe I will make a special cocktail this holiday season and try it out in these really pretty glasses. So I got that. I also got 2 of these sparkly trees. So they're a tinsel tree. You can see they have a stand, a very rustic looking stand, and they have those little red Christmas balls on them. And there were a pair of these. So I picked up the 2 of them. And I have a very special tinsel tree that was my great uncle Howard's that I put up in the hallway. And it's one of those vintage tinsel trees. It's probably my prized Christmas decoration. And I was thinking maybe I would put these on either side of that just to see. I haven't decorated yet so I'll try them there. Otherwise, I'll find a place for them anywhere. They really will go anywhere. But there were 2 of them, and they're about, I don't know, just under 2 feet tall. They're fairly tall, but not giant. And they have the wire you can kind of adjust. They've gotten a little bit crumpled. I bought them and stuck them in a closet, so I'll spread out the branches and make them look a little more like a tree. Although I think the rustic look to that, it actually adds charm to it. And like I said, there were a pair of those, so I did pick up those as a Christmas decoration. I don't typically buy a lot of decorations. I pull out the same ones and use them, but it is kind of fun to try one new one every year. At our local thrift store, I picked up this little tray. It's a ceramic dish, but look at the I don't know if you can see. Let me see if I can hold it up. So on it, and they're like 3D. So there's skis and a hat and those little ski boots next to the dish part where you would add dips or whatever. And there's some blue snowflakes painted on, and it's from Briggs something. Briggs, I don't know. It's very heavy actually. It's very well made, but I just thought the skiing pattern was adorable. And I'm very drawn to anything ski related, sort of the vintage ski stuff, everything from pictures and postcards to ornaments to everything. I love that vintage ski look. So this one does definitely has the old school boots and the skis and the old school hat with the pom pom on it. So it's just a piece for entertaining to add. If you're doing some sort of hors d'oeuvres, chips and dip, or veggies and dip, or nuts and cheeses, crackers and cheese. I thought it's just one more piece to add to my collection. I don't have a lot of winter ones for that purpose, so I did pick up that, and it was very inexpensive. I think it was $4. And then my favorite thrift find, and completely surprised when I saw them and so excited, I got 2 of these blankets. Now they're not wool, they're more of like a very thick fleece. And I don't know, there's probably a tag on here somewhere, but it's that classic stripe pattern. And they're large, they're like double or full size blankets. They have a nice edging on them, no marks or stains. There were 2 of them, so I grabbed 2 of them. I think there were 2 for $20, so $10 a piece. And I am always looking for blankets to keep out on our screen porch, which is now glassed in for the winter. But there's really no heat source out there. It'll get some solar heat. But if you bundle up, and we do have a little space heater, but if you bundle up and throw a blanket around you, it's really fun to sit out there, especially if it's snowing. And I just love this classic, like a Pendleton look. I love it. So I have them now. I'm going to drape them over the 2 chairs out there. And when we are ready to go out and enjoy it, if it's a little bit nippy, we can bundle up in this blanket because it's really thick and cozy, and it's perfect for that. So that was my thrift haul that I picked up this last couple of weeks. And everything on here will get used this season, which is very exciting. About 3 times a year, a group of women, including myself, get together to catch up and to celebrate birthdays that have happened in between. And so in a few days, I am hosting that gathering here at my house. And we're going to have some butternut squash macaroni and cheese, and the turkey chili and salad, and some dessert. And I thought, since we are so close to the holidays, that I would like to do a little something for each of the women to take home as kind of a little bit of like a hostess gift in return. I would like to give them something. So I'm going to share with you the idea that I chose and how to make that. Okay, so we are going to make individual bags of what I'm calling holiday stovetop potpourri. And it's basically a mixture of things that smell really good, and you add them to a pot of water and put it on your stove. And instead of burning a candle, you have the beautiful smell coming from the steam as the water boils or simmers, and you get the fragrance of the items that we put in it. So I thought for my gathering, I would like to make each of the women a little packet of this simmering potpourri to take home. So I picked up these small cellophane bags. They're probably about, I don't know, maybe 4 inches by 6 inches, or a little smaller even. And I'm going to use up a lot of the dried citrus that I dried not too long ago. I did put a lot on my wreath and in other places, and I still had quite a bit left over. So I'm going to add those to the simmering mixture. So I'll put a couple, I think, in each little baggie, a couple of slices of the dried citrus. I'm also going to put in a star anise or anise, which smells like licorice, but so it's very fragrant and it's also really pretty. A cinnamon stick and a little piece of rosemary from the garden. So I'm going to snip off a little piece here and put it in the baggie. And that is it. So you can see all natural ingredients there that when you put them into some water, it will smell delicious. And then to finish it, I found online some free printables, and these say Holiday Stovetop Potpourri, and I colored them in with some magic marker. And on the back are the instructions for the person. So it's really just add it with 6 cups of water, bring the water to a boil and reduce to allow it to simmer on the stovetop, and simply refill the pot with more water as needed. And then you can store in refrigerator for up to 2 days if you want to reuse. So I thought I would put that little label, attach the little label with a couple of staples. I think I'm out of staples. Well, I'm going to have to go get some more staples. All right, let's see. I will staple that on. And there you have it, a little packet of simmering potpourri. And I think when the women come, before they leave, I will have this adorable little holiday bowl filled with the packets of the potpourri and send them with one as they leave and walk out the door. And I thought that would be a nice little gift for them to take home. So if you are having some sort of a gathering, this would make a really terrific little take home gift. Or if you have a lot of people too, like I work in school and I thought, oh, maybe I would make a little packet of this for some of the people that I work with. It's fairly inexpensive. I think I spent probably $10 at the health food store to get the cinnamon sticks and the star anise, and then the dried fruit, a couple of oranges, a couple of limes, and the printables were free. And again, I just printed them off and made sure that they were front to back. And then the baggies were probably all of $5. So really an inexpensive treat that you can use for many different ways. But I'm going to use it at my gathering in a few days.
Thank you so much for joining us today. We appreciate each and every one of you, and we hope that you are having a wonderful holiday season. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Share it with someone who may enjoy this type of content, and if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. All right, everyone. Merry Christmas to you and yours from all of us at Relatively Refined, and we will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.